Hello, I'm David Turner, Emeritus Professor of Education at the University of South Wales, Fellow of the UK Academy of Social Science, and Professor at the Institute of International and Comparative Education of Beijing Normal University. I'm passionate about comparative education. I have studied comparative education for the last 40 years since I started my master's degree and doctoral degree at the University of London Institute of Education. 40 years is a long time to devote to anything, and I would not have done it if I had not thought comparative education was important. It's important because meeting people from other countries and cultures and trying to develop an empathetic understanding helps us to challenge many of the assumptions that we have become so familiar with we never even notice them. Comparative education is a continual invitation to re-examine who we are. As such, comparative education is a continuing journey of discovery and is, or should be, an antidote to dogma in all its forms. It's because I think comparative education is important, and because insights produced by comparative education are complex and nuanced, that I've devoted the last 40 years to writing and disseminating what I have learned. That output has included dozens of papers and articles, and a number of books. But while the reactions and activities of individual scholars are important to the field, comparative education is also about creating the opportunities and managing the spaces where individual scholars can meet and engage with each other. It's for these reasons that I have spent the last 40 years engaging with professional and scholarly associations in the field of education. As a member of many of the societies that are members of the WCCES, I have attended dozens of conferences in different parts of the world. I have served on the executive committees of societies and the editorial boards of several journals. I was one of the founders of the Academy of Social Sciences in the UK. I have supported the WCCES for a long time, since I first attended a meeting in New York in 1982 when I was appointed Assistant Secretary General. And of course, that includes 12 years as Treasurer. An important concern of comparative educationists everywhere is the need to include minority voices and minority opinions, and to treat all people with respect. Creating spaces that are inclusive and where everybody can express their opinion does not happen by accident. It requires good leadership and appropriate skills, skills which I have shown that I have in many different contexts. My vision for the WCCES is to restore collegial leadership, returning decision-making to the Executive Committee, where everybody can express their view. But beyond opening up discussion to all the representatives of member societies, important though that is, I want to see the WCCES embrace a future that takes full advantage of information and communication technology. We should work with our member societies to develop a network that could put scholars from different parts of the world in contact, creating innovative virtual partnerships that can take comparative education in directions that we can currently barely imagine. Such long-distance partnerships were impossible before, and we need to think seriously about how the WCCES can help to exploit the opportunities that new technology offers. In the 35 years of working in universities around the world, I have helped students and authors to express themselves and engage in academic discussion. I hope that those who know me will recognise that this philosophy informs my leadership style. I want to help the smaller and newer societies have a fair say in the running of the WCCES alongside the larger and more established societies. I hope that those who do not yet know me will accept my promise that the next 3 years will see the WCCES concentrate on building an inclusive and supportive environment which provides care and support for younger scholars and associations in all parts of the world. It's because I see a desperate need to reassert the importance of harmonious and inclusive relationships in the WCCES at this point in time that I put myself forward as a candidate for the presidency. I look forward to working with you together in the future. My aim is to serve you, and I hope that you will put your confidence in me and vote for me.